everybody. This is Max Prime. That's Derek the Red. Derek the Red, Max Prime. Welcome to this week's review, new comic book review on Dr. Fate number 11. This came out yesterday. Go pick that up, and we're going to review the story, everything that has to do with this comic book, and I'm going to hand it over to Derek the Red to tell you about Dr. Fate number 11.
So Dr. Fate number 11, last we left Khalid, he'd been captured by Roman ghosts, and he encounters the ghost of Caesar, who's being controlled by an Egyptian general who wants to collect magical artifacts. Uses his ghost to try to collect those. So Helm of Naboo, probably something he would want to add to his collection there.
The artwork in this book is amazing. Each page is very vibrant, not messy. I love the artwork of Khalid's Dr. Fate helmet, the designs of each character, and again, it has a nice feel for artwork. I really like it. It really drew me into this book, and that's why I recommend you guys read it. Again, the story is great, and also the artwork is very lively. It pops out at you.
Yeah, it's a very different style. The helm is a lot more expressive. It reminds me of the expressive costume eyes that you get on.
So, key moments of this series, the key moments to you, I know what stuck out for me was like the Perry White moment in the beginning of the book, but I know there's better moments than that. So, what are your key moments, do you think?
So, key moments for me, when Khalid actually decides that he needs to use the helm to save the world. As the world is flooding, after Bast chooses him, he makes that decision and becomes the hero. Before that, he's very reluctant. Other key moment is when Khalid actually dies and goes to the afterlife and then comes back.
That was surprising. He died. And that was, that's another crazy moment. About the whole Naboo not actually giving the wearer of the helmet full powers. The actual wearer has to, or I guess earn or learn how to actually use the full potential of Dr. Fate's helmet.
Right. So in the new 52 version in the Earth 2 book, that version of the helm functions more like a library.
Okay.
So you shuffle through, you find the books, you find the spells that you need, all that kind of good stuff. Naboo's not a very big presence. In this one, Naboo is actually there in spirit form, but acts more as a guide. Whereas originally, for the Kent Nelson version, when you would don the helm, Naboo would actually take over your personality.
As for Dr. Fate, I know that as soon as the series comes to a close, we're going to go into the DC Rebirth, and as a kind of like a guide for you, DC Rebirth is going to take you into the Blue Beetle comic book, because Blue Beetle is coming back to the DC universe, and Dr. Fate will actually be joining the Blue Beetle, blue and gold again. Mm-hmm. So, DC fans, what do you think is the influence that's going to actually transpire between the two? Will Dr. Fate, will Dr. Fate actually fight with Blue Beetle, or do you think he'll be a guide, with Blue Beetle, maybe to guide him along, or do you think it'll be, Khalid, or do you think it might be Kent Nelson?
I'm actually hoping for Khalid. He's been a really strong character. It's good to have a minority character as part of one of DC's books because
diversity.
Exactly. He's an Egyptian.
Kid!
He's an Egyptian, so it's good to have a minority character that we don't see very much. It'll also be interesting if it's the Khalid version of the character, then he can fight alongside Jamie. Whereas if it's a different version, maybe a Kent Nelson version, or even a Hector Hall, probably take on more of a mentor role alongside Ted Kord.
Go out and buy Dr. Fate number 11. When Dr. Fate number 12, isn't that coming out?
Coming out in May.
May. So we're going to have to wait for Dr. Fate number 12, and then also waiting on the DC Rebirth issues to come out eventually after that in the summer. Final summary of this book. What would we want to tell our fans about it? It's just epic. You should read it. The artwork's great. Story's good. And if you're a fan of Dr. Fate, you'd love it.
Yep, unique artwork. Story's been great. Strong lead character. Great tying in with the Egyptian mythology into the overall book. Go take a look. Fate has spoken.
That's it. It's over. I'm going to fix his toy now because I broke it. Later.